It all started when I was working for Sinclair Refining Company in Fort Wayne, and one of my accounts was a recapper, tire recapper. Okay. They used to do a lot of that in that era, especially on snow tires. And anyway, down the road where they were going to enlarge and sell their equipment, and so that I got the idea then that I would buy their used equipment, move it to Valpo, and start recapping tires, which I did. We outgrew this little building that we were in, and so we moved over on Highway 49, and there we bought more equipment for recapping, went into truck capping and what have you. So we progressed from there. We did a lot of service work out there, and then the highway came along, 49 bypass. We didn't want to move, but we had to move because they were going to take the property. That's when we moved up here, see. Yeah, it was around 5 or 6 years that I worked here, and then retired, and then my daughter and son at that time was in here, and then we hired Todd for the manager, and we've been happy ever since.
Dad always said he felt like kissing every customer that came in the door. We always try to be friendly and helpful, and we have such a broad customer base now, a lot of repeat customers, some that have been customers for 50 years. Yep. And we appreciate it. And we do not push products. We don't sell people things that they don't need. And I know there's a lot of business models out there that do.
But if you give a person a friendly greeting and give them good service and a comparative good price, they'll be with you. Hell, I had customers that are still coming in here, been with me for 35 years.
You can't please everybody, but we try really hard to do so. And we really, you know, I think honesty is the most important thing. Actually, Todd was kind of a gift, and he had been working, I think, for Walmart, and was up in Detroit area and had a baby, and his parents wanted him to come home. Well, I had known Todd, we had all known him and his family for many years. He'd been a neighbor of my brother's when he was a little kid and babysat for my niece. And so his brother, or his dad, came in and asked my cousin, who was kind of running the store at the time, if we could find a place for Todd to come home and work.
Yeah, I called Matt, said, hey, I heard you had a sales position opening. Should you be willing to hire me? And of course he said, sure. I go, do you want to interview or anything? He goes, no, we know you and your family. So they welcomed me in here. So 13 years ago, I believe it was, I came in here and learned the operation. Brought some of my skills from working for a corporate store versus a family-owned business, and incorporated with a family-owned business. But it is a big difference working for a family-owned company than a corporate. My choice, I love the family-owned business.
And we just feel like kind of like a family. We have a lot of long-term employees now, and so I think it's good because when people come in, they recognize who's waiting on them. They recognize the guys out in the shop, and and there's a trust that builds up between the customer and us.
Automotive is a bad name out there. Dealerships tend to give you, oh, they ripped me off, or they're so high, or you're in business, yes, to make money, but you're in business to actually to service the community.